Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that will make you think twice about your next boat trip. Imagine this. You're on a luxurious yacht. The sun is shining, the champagne is flowing, and life couldn't be better. But what happens when that dream turns into a horrifying nightmare? That's the chilling premise of Creatures of the Deep. Our story begins with a group of wealthy, carefree friends celebrating on a state-of-the-art yacht named the Siren. We meet our main characters, Liam, the pragmatic and resourceful host. His girlfriend, Chloe, an influencer, documenting every perfect moment. Mark, the adventurous thrill seeker, and his sister, Maya, a cautious marine biology student. The atmosphere is electric, filled with laughter and music, as they sail further and further into the open ocean, far from the familiar coastline. They're blissfully unaware that they're sailing straight into a trap. As dusk settles, a sudden, violent storm materializes out of nowhere, catching everyone off guard. The sky turns a menacing shade of black, and colossal waves begin to thrash the yacht. It's a chaotic scene of panic and confusion. The advanced navigation systems fail, the radio goes dead, and the powerful engines sputter and die. In the chaos, a rogue wave crashes over the deck, splintering the mast and tearing a gaping hole in the hull. The Siren, once a symbol of luxury, is now a sinking wreck. The party is officially over. Amidst the screaming and the churning waves, our group scrambles for the emergency life raft. They manage to get aboard just as the yacht is swallowed by the unforgiving sea. Soaked, terrified, and adrift, they watch the last remnants of their floating paradise disappear beneath the waves. All they have are the clothes on their backs and a small emergency kit. As the storm subsides, they are left alone in the vast, silent darkness of the ocean, with no land in sight. Hope begins to dwindle as the hours turn into a day. Just as despair sets in, they spot something on the horizon. A faint silhouette of land, an island. With a renewed surge of energy, they paddle with all their might towards this potential salvation. As they get closer, they see a lush, green paradise with a pristine white sand beach, looking completely untouched by civilization. It seems like a miracle. Exhausted but relieved, they drag the raft ashore, believing the worst is over. They couldn't be more wrong. The island is not a sanctuary. It's a hunting ground. The initial relief quickly fades as they explored their new surroundings. The island is unnaturally quiet. There are no birds singing, no insects buzzing, just an eerie heavy silence that presses in on them from all sides. The lush vegetation is strange, with bizarrely shaped plants they've never seen before. Maya, the biologist, is the first to notice something is terribly wrong. She finds strange, three-toed tracks in the sand near the tree-lined tracks that are far too large to belong to any known animal. Then, they discover the remnants of another shipwreck, much older and decayed, with claw marks gouged deep into the metal. A chilling realization dawns on them. They're not the first to land here. As night falls, the true nature of the island reveals itself. From the dense jungle, they hear it. A low, guttural, chittering sound, unlike any animal they know. It's a sound that seems to echo from the very depths of their primal fears. Huddled around a small, sputtering fire, they see pairs of luminous eyes glowing in the darkness. Just beyond the tree line, the eyes are watching, waiting. The hunt has begun. Panic takes hold as a creature, sleek and amphibious, darts from the shadows with incredible speed. It's a blur of scales, claws, and teeth. In the ensuing chaos, Mark, the thrill seeker, is snatched away into the jungle. His screams abruptly cut short. The survivors are now gripped by sheer terror. They know they can't stay on the beach. Their only chance is to move inland, hoping to find higher ground or a more defensible position. The journey through the dense, alien jungle is a nightmare. The strange chittering sounds follow them, sometimes close, sometimes far, playing a cruel psychological game. They stumble upon a cave system, and hoping it might offer shelter, they venture inside. But the caves are not empty. They are a labyrinthine nest, the walls slick with a strange slime and littered with the bones of previous victims, both human and animal. they have walked directly into the lair of the beasts. Inside the caves, they finally get a clear look at the creatures are horrifying amphibious humanoids, perfectly adapted to their island environment. They have slick, mottled skin, webbed hands and feet, tipped with razor-sharp talons, and a maw filled with needle-like teeth. Their large, black eyes are devoid of any emotion except for a predatory hunger. A terrifying chase ensues through the dark, winding tunnels. The group gets separated. Liam and Chloe manage to escape the caves, but Maya is trapped, using her knowledge of animal behavior to hide and evade the creatures in their own home. Liam and Chloe make a desperate run back to the beach, realizing their only hope is to get off the island. They work frantically to patch the damaged life raft, their hands shaking with fear and adrenaline. Meanwhile, inside the caves, Maya makes a startling discovery. She finds a chamber where the creatures seem to be guarding a series of glowing pools. It's a nursery, and the creatures are fiercely protective of their young. She realizes they aren't just mindless monsters. They are a species trying to survive, and the survivors are intruders in their territory. Using a flare from the emergency kit, she creates a diversion, drawing the creatures away and allowing her to slip out of the caves and race to the beach. The three survivors reunite on the shore just as the sun begins to rise, but the creatures, enraged by the intrusion, are right behind them. A final, desperate battle takes place on the sand as Liam, Chloe, and Maya fight for their lives, using a makeshift spear and the last of their flares. To hold off the swarming predators, they manage to push the raft into the water, but one of the creatures latches on, trying to drag it back. In a final act of courage, Liam uses the last flare to blind the creature, forcing it to release its grip. They paddle away with all their strength, not daring to look back at the island, where the monstrous silhouettes of its inhabitants watch them go. Adrift once more, but alive. They are forever scarred by what they witnessed, leaving us to wonder what other secrets the deep ocean holds. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think of this terrifying tale? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next dive into the unknown. Until next time, stay safe.